Well, good early Saturday morning, my YouTube friends. I hope you have a fun weekend planned. I have been busy in my workshop here. I've cleaned it up and got a lot of the papers that were off the floor. In fact, I filled up my recycle bin half with a bunch of old papers that were just hanging on the floor. I still have a little bit to sort out, but I'll take you through a little tour of my workshop here. It's what I've used to do whatever projects I have going. So you can see here in the corner is my old toolbox. I have the original one is in the garage, the bottom, and I bought a new Craftsman about 10 years after I started at Micros, roughly, maybe a little earlier than that, maybe 92, 93. I bought a new Craftsman 4-drawer. Took this one home. This was a Montgomery Ward toolbox. Since I had been working at Montgomery Ward's when I started at Micros Engineering, I was a tire mounter. I mounted tires and did alignments and replaced tie rod ends, back in the day. The Montgomery Ward that was located at Knollwood, Minnesota, or at Knollwood Shopping Center in St. Louis Park, Minnesota. But I de-decorated that little Christmas tree finally. That thing, I had a ton of lights on there. In fact, there is still lights embedded within it that came with the tree. But I put a couple extra strings in there. That thing was quite decorated. I like to set it up for Ruby, since it was her birthday tree. I called it, since she was my Christmas baby. Besides the Christmas tree, it was her birthday tree. She knew. She liked that time of year. But here's my corner over here where my drill press is. In fact, I just used it to fix my wheelbarrow tire. I still have the drill bit on there. The stem hole for the wheelbarrow tire was a little too small for the inner tube I had to install. I couldn't get the wheelbarrow tire to pop the bead. It was a tubeless, but it wouldn't pop the bead. I didn't have the right kind of equipment, so I just went and grabbed an inner tube. But the stem wouldn't go through there, so I had to get the angle right to get my compressor fitting end to screw on there. I have a nice little, that compressor there has inflated the tires on Molly. It's a nice little powerful compressor. It's my circular saw under there. I still have this corner to clean up under there. But I built this cabinet here back when I started my LLC. I had that time, after leaving work, my hands were unoccupied, so I needed to, I wanted to get this set up like a little shop anyways. I needed a workbench with a vise. You can see it's a nice high quality vise here. In fact, I have the whole workbench is mounted right to the floor, and it's leg screwed right into the frame of the house. So if I need to really refund this thing, it's not going anywhere. I've already had to do that a few times on whatever. But here's an old DeWalt. That one probably would still work, I think, if I got a new battery for it. Same with this little circular saw. I bought those when I built my deck in 1997. Yeah, I built the deck in 97, and the patio was poured in 2004. Right, actually, when I had my gut problem going on during that summer. It got poured in the interval when I had the bag on the side. So I actually have it signed out there. When I signed this patio, I had that bag on my side. But I took all the decorations and lined them all the way through the whole basement here. This is all switched. Since there's a plug in the corner over there. But that's how many lights I had on the tree. I had that many on that little tree and some in the corner over here too. And they're all switched. Everything is switched now. In fact, I'll show you. I have the pool table light on. See how they, everything all the way to the corner right on one switch here. The whole, I added a lamp actually. There's a stand-up lamp in the by my extra chair over here. Put a stand-up lamp right there. And it kind of, I like the red and green. You know, I bet you Ruby would have loved this. You know, she liked the light of the tree. And this is kind of colorful, and it's all LEDs, except these are like 4-watt bulbs over here. You know, they're the warmer kind, but it's not burning anything. I want to make sure. I've been keeping an eye on that. That was the last string I put in, but it's kind of highlights that picture there, and up around the clock, up around the legal action picture, up around the other little ornament type picture, then down over to the switch plug over there. And the hanging light has, you know, is plugged into it also, so that when all this whole row turns off, I'll turn the pool table light off. Kind of stand out. All this turns off with one switch. The whole basement. It's all on one switch. In fact, today I had the electrician come over to look at my garage plug that has been without power, and I didn't want to try to fish a new line through there, so he has the right equipment. He's going to add a plug for me up for my garage door opener also. But he stopped by today to take a look at the project he needs to do. I already kind of showed him, so he's pretty prepared. They're located just on the street over from here, a little electrical company, so I figure I'd call on him, have him come over and do this job for me. He's got the fishing equipment for it. I can't do that. I'd frustrate myself trying to fish some wire up through the garage and over to the panel. That would just, I don't have the right kind of stuff. And he could put that new plug in for the garage door opener also. But you guys have a good weekend, and I'm happy to give you a little tour of the basement and my workshop here. And my dartboard. I actually shot a game of darts. It still works. My brother gave that to me probably, I'd say a couple years after I moved in here. It's electronic. It keeps score for you and everything. I turn the noise off. The thing beeps it's got max or mid-range or no noise. I got it on no noise. It was getting pretty annoying. My dad gave me that Star Wars right there. It's a puzzle, actually. My dad liked to do puzzles. That's a Star Wars puzzle. He put quite a few together, so he framed it for me and gave me one Christmas. But everybody have a good weekend, and I'm glad to give you updates. Take care. Stay safe.